Good afternoon, Boat Club. It is Wednesday, October the 2nd. I think this will be a relatively short briefing. I want to get everybody up to speed and aligned before I leave town for an extended period of time. We're going to go through the calendar primarily, and then I want to show you a couple of the action item list from our meeting 2 weeks ago, I want to say now. First of all, today we just sent over a preliminary notice to the city of our intent to redline the lease draft, and we've indicated, I don't know, half a dozen items that we're intending to alter the language on. We're not expecting any pushback, so I think the update there is that process is moving forward. I don't know how long this back and forth takes, but in the budget that I'm beginning to work on now for 2025, we're going to assume we're going into next year with a 3-year lease in our hands. So we move forward with confidence. The numbers continue to be strong. Life is good in all that respect. Let's talk about the calendar here briefly. Excuse me, I have a little bit of cold symptoms going on today. I don't know what's going on with that. You're likely going to receive a notice that tomorrow poker night is going to be canceled because the 3 people who run the brain trust, basically, of that whole operation is unavailable tomorrow night. So that may be postponed for the month, and it may be next month before you can sign up for Boat Club Poker, but be on the lookout for a cancellation notice. Tomorrow night is prime rib steak night, so we're expecting a good crowd, and especially the fact that Nigel Cook is playing tomorrow night. He's kind of a club favorite. Congratulations to Crystal and Walt for their upcoming wedding on Saturday. I think the property is going to look really gorgeous, and I got my fingers crossed that this thing goes and is everything that they're hoping and wanting it to be. Next week, as we approach casino night, that I definitely want to talk about, is bingo night. So I will be out of town. I'm hoping that's not dependent on me. We have 2 other people that can run bingo, at least, if not 3. So that should go off without a hitch. Next Friday night, excuse me, I don't recognize this band. So Dale booked a band called Clearly Dirty Band, and I could be wrong. Maybe they've played at the club more recently, but it's not. That one's not ringing a bell, and I haven't talked to him about that. Casino night is a week from this Saturday, so October 12th. Check the flyer, sign up for that. I personally asked for 1 additional craps table because I love craps. It turns out that I will be gone and I'm going to miss casino night, so I need you guys to show up with your craps game in hand, and because there's an extra table, and I don't want that to be all for naught. The other thing is the Bob Takins Cornhole Fundraising Tournament. Actually, it's not just the cornhole thing. It is going to be an all-day fundraising thing on Sunday after casino night, the 13th. Try not to miss that. There's going to be some really amazing items that are going to be up for both the silent auction, I think a live auction. There's going to be raffles and be a lot of ways that you can contribute and also maybe go home with some swag. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, excuse me, man, is I want to show you just a few things on the list that came out of the ideation meeting that we had. So what we did is I asked some basic questions about future threats or bottlenecks, things of that nature, and in the end we come up with 40 items thereabout of things that we think the boat club would benefit, and then we graded them. I graded them, and I gave a value for impact, affordability and ease or scope, if you will. And then you add those numbers up and you get a list, and the highest number ones are the easiest, quickest, and almost free ones. So we do that. We can do those first without really even thinking about that. And then as it goes down, and the bigger projects, the more expensive ones, of course, need quotes and evaluation and things of that nature. But let's just look at a couple of these items just so you know if you were thinking about something that you wanted, likely it came up in this thing. So delivery flow in the galley, cigar smoking area, kind of that area has already been determined. In my mind, I just need to get the board to approve that idea. There's no modification, no cost with that. What else? So mirror in the women's bathroom. We're trying to get to the bottom of exactly what that means because I think there's a mirror in there. But bathrooms in general came up. So we're going to be looking at those bathrooms and what needs to get done. Handicap spaces. Turns out that unless you have one of these events, you don't know that there's never enough handicap spots for our membership. So it rose high on the list and it's already been addressed. So next time you get to the club, you'll see, in fact, they're located exactly where the request was to put them. They're out there. Now, it did cost us one parking space because you need accessibility next to that spot, right? So, unfortunately, the other item on our list is we need more parking. So this cost us one parking spot, but this is the shortest path. Skunks and raccoons. I think I have a solution for that. There's a lot of comments about the lawn, improving that scenario. Playground equipment. Playground equipment has already been found. The check is written. I don't know if the purchase is done, but it's getting done this week. And it's going to be installed by the company. It's the one, excuse me, that you see. I don't remember the name of the street, but it's if you go down the 5 and you look to the north, if you're heading south, you'll see that playground equipment company. It turns out they had the best value and something in inventory. I think they were wanting to move. Other things like popcorn machine. I believe we found a volunteer now who's got a popcorn machine. This would be a nice feature in the bar. Outdoor movie theater. I know a couple of years back we've had for the kids, especially around 4th of July, these inflatable movie theater or screens. So we're pursuing that thing. Outdoor lighting, most of that work has already been done. And then there are other cool ideas. A pickleball court. That's going to be space sensitive, but it's on the list. Rose Creek deck is what we're calling it, but this is actually a Corey idea originally from probably 2 years ago, and he was pretty hot on this idea. And now this has come from multiple sources, just with a slightly different vision, but the idea is to take advantage of the space right along Rose Creek, and perhaps it's a deck area, perhaps it's a bar, I don't know what it's going to be, but we're going to have a design meeting on something of that nature. Galley equipment, and galley expansion. All that stuff is likely going to find a priority slot on our 2025 budget money, or at least our capital investment. You see here the bathrooms are on the list. This is a cool idea. There's some wasted space on the north end of the patio. It's covered with bark. We could extend out the concrete there. Things like designated RV spots with hookups, pizza ovens. Oh, the Chandler Hall ceiling. Yeah, that thing looks bad, so we're gonna find a short path for that. And lots of some things not practical. Upper deck on rooftop patio. Sandbox reutilization. Relocation of storage container, entry door replacements, convert the entryway to a foyer. So anyway, that's just to give you an idea of some of the things that were brought up. Um, so we're going to do the free, easy stuff that's practical first. Things that require a little bit more money have a process, especially if it's going to be capital. Uh, we need quotes, and then then it gets presented at one of the board meetings and so on. So that's pretty much all I have. I will miss the board meeting this month. I think. I don't think I'm back in time. I don't remember exactly right now. But either way, that will be first nominations for officers. If anyone is interested to come play with us on the board of directors for 2025, that'll be your opportunity to either self-nominate or ask somebody to nominate you. Um, Mike and Heather, I think, again, are going to be our election officials. They also understand and know the rules and all of this, how this process works. I've forgotten most of it, but if I think about it, I could probably remember some stuff. So if you have questions for me, I'm happy to try to answer them. I think that's it. Happy October to you guys. We'll be looking for volunteers to help with Halloween. By the way, we did have a calendar meeting too, and we filled in a bunch of stuff. So the calendar is mostly full all the way to the end of the year, or let me just say populated, not necessarily full. So it's populated with what we currently have visibility on and know that we want to do, things that are scheduled, bands that are booked. So that's what I got, people. Hope you're doing well. Everybody be safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon.